Hi, it's Sylvester, and I felt like making a video, so I am making yet another life update video. But for whatever reason, I'm feeling a little weird in front of the camera today. I'm having a hard time getting my words out. I don't really know why. It's just some days filming is easier than others. I know it probably doesn't seem like it's that difficult to sit down in front of a camera and talk, but some days it's challenging for me. So, even though it's kind of challenging today, and I've already tried to film this video several times, I wanted to film a video. I'm in the mood to make a video, so I'm gonna try to power through and make a video, even though it's kind of difficult. So if I seem more awkward than I normally am, that's why. I'm just having a bit of an off day. Today I did some blood work. I get blood work done every 6 months. I think it's because I'm on testosterone, although I'm not entirely sure if this is how it is for everybody who's on HRT. If you're a trans person who's on HRT, let me know in the comments below if you have to get blood work done every 6 months as well, because it might just be my doctor who wants to just keep an eye on my health. Maybe he's just very thorough. But because I know, like, when you start on HRT, you have to get blood work done every 6 months for the first few years, but I've been on testosterone for many years at this point, and I feel I don't know if it's standard to have blood work done every 6 months, like forever when you're on HRT, or if my doctor's just very thorough. It might also have something to do with the medication I'm on for my mental health. Maybe there's something with that where my doctor wants to keep an eye on my blood work because of, I don't know. I don't know if it's a standard thing. Again, if you're a trans person who's on HRT, let me know if you have to get blood work done every 6 months, because I do, and it's a bit of an inconvenience because the clinic where I go to get blood work done is a 40-minute walk for me, and it was a snowy day today. It was a cold day. 40 minutes isn't that long of a walk, but it's 40 minutes one way, so 80 minutes there and back in the cold. My feet got wet. It was, kind of. I feel like I'm being complainy. I don't mean to complain because overall it went well. I didn't have to wait very long. I arrived early and I got my blood work done early, and I was just like in and out. I barely waited at all, so that was pretty good. But yeah, I used to have a lot of issues with blood work when I first started on testosterone. Like I said, I know for at least a little while when you first start on testosterone, they make you get blood work every 6 months. And so the first couple years when I was on testosterone, every time I had to give blood, I would pass out. And I don't know why. I'm not sure what was going on with me, but every time I had to go in for blood work, I would pass out, and it was embarrassing and upsetting, and it sucked. And for whatever reason, I just kind of got over that. So I don't know what happened, but now I can give blood and not pass out. But it's still always a possibility. Every time I give blood, there's the possibility that I might pass out. And so I don't know. I've always kind of been that way. Like, I'm not squeamish. It's not that I'm scared of needles. I'm not scared of blood. It's just that when blood is removed from my body just kind of shuts down sometimes. Like, I tried to donate blood a couple times in my life, and the first two times that I tried to donate blood, I had to be like rolled off in a stretcher because I passed out. And the second time I tried to donate blood, they straight up told me, like, don't come back. Like, you clearly can't handle this, so like don't bother. So yeah, I have donated blood successfully. After that, I donated blood and didn't pass out. So again, it's kind of like it doesn't happen every single time, but for whatever reason, sometimes when blood is removed from my body, I just pass out, and it's upsetting. The one time, this is a complete tangent, but the one time I went to the hospital because I was really sick, and they wanted to take some blood, and so I said, like, can I lie down for this? Because if I'm not lying down, there's a good chance I'm gonna pass out. And the nurse was like so annoyed with me, and she like turned to another nurse and was like, this guy's afraid of needles. And it just like, it really upset me because I'm like, I'm letting you know that I'm gonna pass out, probably. Like, I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm not trying to annoy you. I'm not trying to make your day worse. I'm just letting you know that I'm probably gonna pass out, and it's not because I'm scared of needles. I give myself a needle every week. I inject testosterone into my body every week. If I was scared of needles, I wouldn't be able to do that. So it just really annoyed me that she just turned to her coworker and was like, this guy's scared of needles. And it just like, I don't know. It's a stupid thing to get upset about, but it's one of those things that has stuck in my head for whatever reason. Anyways, I have been dealing with some anger this past week. I made a video earlier this week, or I guess last week, talking about how my mental health hasn't been great recently, and a symptom of some of the mental illnesses that I have is irritability. Like with major depressive disorder, sometimes a symptom of that is irritability, and with PTSD, a symptom of that can be anger and irritability. And so I've been dealing with a little bit of grumpiness. I've been a little bit angry, and it sucks. I don't like being angry. I've dealt with pretty severe anger issues for much of my life, and it's not fun. Being angry is not fun. Being angry is not something that I want to be. It's not something that I actively choose. It's just sometimes I'm an angry person, and so yeah, I've been kind of angry recently, and it does suck because there's this saying in the support group that I attend. I attend a support group. It's called Recovery Canada, and one of the things they say in Recovery Canada is when you are sick, you think you'll never be well again, and when you're well, you think you'll never be sick again. And there's a lot of truth to that, because I go long periods of time where I'm not angry at all, and it feels like okay, anger is a thing of the past. Anger is something I no longer have to deal with. I'm not angry anymore. Hooray, awesome. And it feels like I'm never going to be angry again. And then suddenly the anger comes back, and it's just really frustrating and discouraging because it feels like I'm taking a step backwards. It's like, why am I angry again? I spent so long being not angry, and it was so nice to not be angry, and now I'm angry again, and it's just frustrating. And then that adds to the anger because you get angry about being angry, and it's just really frustrating. And I've said this before in previous videos, but when I'm angry and there's no clear reason as to why I'm angry, my brain will just come up with reasons to be angry. It'll just start thinking of things that have happened in my life and things that people have said to me, and like it'll just think of things that will that make me angry. And it's like not a voluntary thing. It's just my brain, when I'm angry, my brain just like comes up with reasons. It's like my brain is trying to find an explanation for why it's angry, and so it's like, oh, this is why, or this is why. But I don't know I don't think there is a reason why I'm angry. I think it's just my mental health is not great right now, and irritability is a symptom of that, and so I'm just angry. And another thing we learn in Recovery Canada is that why is a form of temper. Now, I don't agree with everything that I've been taught in this support group, like, for example, saying that why is a form of temper, because they say if you know why, that doesn't make anything any better. Wanting to know why is not going to, it's not going to improve anything. It's temper. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that it's fine to be curious and to want to know why something is the way that it is. And me wanting to, so if I was in my support group and I was telling my support group about, how I've been angry recently, and there's a part of me that's wondering why I've been angry recently, then they would say to me, why is temper? Asking why is temper. But again, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that it's valid to want to know why. It's okay to want to know why. And I feel like sometimes if you know why, that does make it better because you can understand it better and therefore you can potentially do something about it because you understand it and you know why it's happening and you know what I mean? So like I really like this support group. I really like Recovery Canada, but I don't agree with everything that they teach in that support group 100% of the time. But yeah, it's like that nurse who accused me of being scared of needles and got kind of annoyed with me for saying that I might pass out from having blood taken. Like, why am I suddenly angry about that? Why am I suddenly upset about that? Why is that something that's frustrating me? It's such a small stupid thing. Like, so what? A nurse said that I was scared of needles. So what? A nurse kind of got a little bit irritated with me because I told her that I might pass out from having blood taken. Like, why is that such a big deal? But when you're angry, things that aren't a big deal feel like a big deal. And then you try to explain it to people out loud and you hear yourself and you're like, okay, I understand how this sounds like it's nothing. But it's like, it really did frustrate me. And it is currently frustrating me, the fact that this nurse responded the way that she did when I told her that I might pass out from having blood taken. And again, it's such a small, stupid thing. Why am I angry about that? Why is that something that's irritating me? Why is that something that's frustrating me? I don't know. It's just the tone, the way she spoke, just the way she made me feel like I was inconveniencing her, the way she just made me feel small and invalid. Like, it was the way she made me feel. It's like that old saying where it doesn't always matter what you say or do. It's how you make people feel that people are going to remember. And like that's exactly it, where it's like, it's not what she said that is upsetting me. It's the way she made me feel that's upsetting me. And that's something that's really hard to put into words. Like, I was talking to somebody the other day and I was explaining to him that my psychiatrist was being really condescending at first. When I first started seeing my psychiatrist, she was very condescending, and I really didn't like the tone she took with me. I really didn't like the way she spoke to me. She spoke down to me, and the guy I was talking to was like, "Are you sure that wasn't just in your head?" And that's something that's bothering me. That's something that's irritating me. It's like, I'm like pretty sure it wasn't in my head. Like, she made me feel badly. She made me feel poorly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm getting frustrated because I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood. I'm grumpy. I'm just not doing super great right now, and it sucks because I don't really have any reason as to why. It's just my mental health is just not great right now, and it sucks. And it could be a lot worse. Like, I feel like I'm very complainy in this video, but trust me, my mental health has been worse in the past. It's a lot better than it could be. I'm not, like, overall I'm doing pretty well, all things considered. Like, I'm doing okay. It's just, yeah, my mental health has just not been great this past week, and I just am not entirely sure what to do about it other than make YouTube videos complaining about it. So and I know that this isn't actually doing anything. I know that this isn't making it better. I understand that, but sharing my feelings with people on the internet is just something that I enjoy doing for whatever reason. I like to share my journey with people, and so that is what I'm doing. And I'm having such a hard time making videos today. Like I'm just I'm getting frustrated with myself because of how hard it is. I've wanted to stop and re-record this video like 3 different times as I've been making this video, because I'm just like, it's not good enough. This video sucks. I'm not explaining myself very well. I'm getting frustrated. I'm frustrating myself. And so I should probably go. I can't believe I've been talking for almost 16 minutes at this point. It feels like I've said nothing, but anyways, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye.